Right, more knowledge. And I was just watching a Jungle Surfers video about the frogs. And it's here part of the 10 plagues of Egypt, right? So this brings about some new knowledge. Different plagues on Egypt, right? Because like the COVID thing was a plague of disease or whatever. So it's one of these plagues and that, right? And but the interesting thing about Egypt, right, is you have the ET, right? The ET. If you take the jip, right, the jip out the middle, you're left with the ET, right? Jip. You know what a jip is? To con someone is to jip them, right? So this is the ET, the three T's. What you're left with, right? The Greek T in the St. Anthony. Anthony. I've done the video on that one. Right? Yeah. So that's your Egypt. See, the three T's and the jip or pig. Jip backwards is pig. Your three T's. Pig truck in Snowdon. Right, yeah. Pig truck, Snowdonia National Park. Crib Gok. Pygmalion, which is at story, George Bernard Shaw. Right. And there's the Peckham Boys. The Black Peckham Boys. In the Bible, the darkness of Egypt, see, one of the plagues is a plague of darkness. For 3 days. The plague of darkness. Ra, Royal Arch. The Egyptians worshipped the Royal Arch in almost all the palace ceremonies. Ra worship. And the 9th plague. You see, this was the 9th plague out of the plagues. The plague of darkness. There's the plagues of it, the plagues of Egypt, see, the frogs, flies, disease on livestock. Now, could maybe be mad cow disease what I had years ago, like death of firstborn, darkness, locusts, hail and fire. Waters turn to blood. It's here. The God in Israel depart from slavery. I am the Lord, I am. The Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. Signs and marvels. There's Professor Pig, which is a super villain. Appears in comic books published by DC Comics. Story Batman 666. Pig. Boils. Susan Boyle. Firstborn son. Right? So the firstborn son, you're talking about the first man or the natural man, see, as opposed to the second born or the third born. See, the firstborn's a natural man, the death of the firstborn son. So this is basically what they're all about. Wipe out the natural people and all this. Kermit the Frog, right? Kermit the Frog basically comes from this 10 plagues idea. Yeah, Egypt, ancient Egyptian names of the country, Kemet, or black land, right? Kem, black, derived from the fertile black soils, right? Chemtrails, see chemtrails, it means darkness, see blind as opposed to sight and that, see what I mean? Chemtrails, so it's darkness, right? Kemet and Kermit the Frog and all that. Right? Of course you have chemicals as well, chemicals and alchemy and all that, right? It's to do with this word, chem, right? Yeah. No, just codes in it. Black or black land. Right. Mud floods, remember mud floods? The mud floods, all that do with this, Egypt plagues. Recreation or restoration. East. Dualities. Always the same words, Jesus in Egypt. Of course, Jesus, the sauce and the pig idea. See, the day with the pig idea, right? So you have the pig, the Egypt, transcontinental country, northeast corner of Africa, and southwest corner of Asia. Hieroglyph, right? The Egyptian hieroglyph for black, right? Numbered 16, so 167, right? Phonetic value is KM, black. KMT. Ancient Egypt is commonly referred to as KMT, right? KMT. KMT, right? Style fez hat. Right? Egyptian style fez. The Duke of Kent, or KMT, see, the Duke of Kent. So you can basically see it's a darkness idea in that. The Duke of Darkness. See, look, mark 55 years, 10, as in 10 plagues, right? Initiated the Royal Alpha Lodge, number 16, right? Number 16, KMT, or Kempt, darkness or black, see? On 16th of December, 63. A coffee royale, a coffee to have a cup of tea in there. KMT, Black Nile Delta Earth, right? The Royal Alpha Lodge in the Delta. Newt. Yeah. BC Rosetta Stone uses black 3 times. Of course, because it's all fake stuff in it. See? Cow, black. Yeah. Name of Egypt on Luxor obelisk of Ramesses II. Mess. See? Messiah, the mess. Messes. Of course, the Royal Archmasonry. the ram. Fertile black soil. And the Tolan, see, the duality. See, this is what they use the Egypt idea in Freemasonry as a spiritual type of land in the mind, and that, right? Two lands, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, right? Tamut, yeah, Horus of the two lands, see? The T's live in Upper Egypt, and naturals, people live in the Lower Egypt, where the, dirty animals and slaves and all that, see? Always these type of codes in it. Important code to them is Egypt, right? Egypt. Kimmy, or Kim, right? Remember Rudyard Kipling's book, Kim. Kim, so that's about Egypt. Egypt, of course, is in Africa, isn't it? And that Kim thing's set in Africa, like, isn't it? Cultivated land, fruitful. Tawi, the two lands. Remember that thing about the coverage on the TV, right? About all these morons and that, right? The only way is Essex, of course. AS is East, it's the third sex. Right? But it's abbreviated as TAWI. Right? Abbreviated as TAWI, so that again is referring to the Egypt idea, see? Of course, there are dirty tea, a whole lot of these people in this program and that. Abbreviated the TAWI, see? The two lands, see, the duality. One land that the tea drinkers live in, and the other land what the natural people live in, right? Egypt. A very important code is the Egypt, like, right? Eerie. Remember, come by all my lord. Huh? Come by all my lord, right? Shield, see, the eunuch, royal court, see. Skin. Protect the royal court, see, protects the royal court, the buckle of the shield, protecting the royal court, see. The Duke of Camped. Shipwreck. King Teta. That was one, of course, the Egyptian goddesses or something. It was Tefi T or something, wasn't it? Tefi T. Something like that, anyway. Magazine, Ancient Egypt, published quarterly by KMT Communications. Yeah. New under the sun, eh? Why would they have a quarterly publication about Egypt or ancient Egypt? You know what I mean? It's Masonic, isn't it? Kent. Your city reads Kent. For something like this, anyway, to legendary kings of Britain. T. Teffy, read. Yeah, the King David's throne. History of 10 lost tribes. Yeah, heroine of Irish ballads, T. Teffy. See what I mean? Yeah, T stuff in it. British Israel, T. Teffy. It all, doesn't it? This. See, is it all like.